Hi, this is Alcam. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Michelle's Room, or formerly known as Michelle's Room. This was her room until she passed away on July 1st last year. It will be a year soon. And I had a video out earlier about Kathy Hochul and the situation with the congestion pricing. Well, we have more details now. Well, it seems that she had a press conference to explain why she canceled the congestion pricing that was supposed to take effect on June 30th. Cars entering Manhattan below 96th Street and all the way up to the lower part of Manhattan, with the exception of the expressways on the other side, we're going to get charged $15, I think more for trucks, and discounts for other vehicles, like a Lyft, an Uber, motorcycles. I'm sure bicycles don't get charged at all. But all that changed today. Well, she had a press conference in the afternoon explaining why this decision was made, and she starts singing starts singing this sorry poor excuse of why she did it. She said, "Oh, I know these families are struggling," and then she's saying how prices of everything has gone up. But that's not the real reason. Of course not. Oh, she said rent was up 17%. But that's not the real reason why she canceled congested pricing. What happened is the minority leader of the House, who's also represents New York, and was on the ABC app. Maybe they got rid of it by now. I'm not sure if it's still there. He told her a warning that if the congestion pricing were to take place on June 30th as scheduled, there's a good chance they will not win back the House. That is the real reason why she did it. She doesn't care about your financial problems or your safety problems or anything. I mean, after all, if you went back to when Trump had the Bronx rally and she was on CNN with Jake Tapper, whatever the heck his name is, and she's saying, "Oh, the Trump circus is coming to town in the Bronx," and he called the people who showed up at that rally a bunch of clowns. Well, Kathy, you're the clown now. You're the one with the egg in the face, because of the Trump conviction. Republicans on both the House and the Senate are now fighting together as one, and they're proud to block everything from Biden. And also, all the Republicans are now going to be fighting tooth and nail on every little issue to drive a wedge between the Democrats and whoever they need to help win a victory for Trump in November. And unfortunately, the congested pricing was one of these issues that we're going to be using to get back at these critics. So basically, Kathy Hochul, the supporter of congested pricing, including the MTA and the environmentalists and all these other groups that supported it, well, today, folks, you all got God smacked. You were mocking Trump the day that he got convicted, and I'm sure God sent you a warning not to do that, but you didn't listen. I'm not trying to be religious, but a little birdie told me that God had some good news coming, and more than below, news that came today. All these people got smacked, and we're egg in the face, and nothing they can do about it now. You wanted to convict Trump, you got your conviction, but you also got, what's the word I'm looking for? Revenge? Vengeance coming towards your direction. I mean, since then, what happened? Michael Cohen got doxxed. Trump is on TikTok. He had 2.6 million followers, and it's gone double since then. In 24 hours, he raised $38.8 million, and is now over $200 million. The Republicans themselves got $300 million, all from the conviction. And now today, the congestion pricing is dead on arrival. And this is a great victory for the people of New Jersey, because now you can save that extra $15 for food or for gasoline. You don't have to worry about paying extra money into Manhattan for no good reason. That Trump gave you some good news. Thank God, too. Now, the people of the Bronx, you've been vindicated. That's why she got godsmacked. For making fun of you when you were issuing these concerns about the prices and your safety. She ignored it. She called you clown. Now she's the one with the clown makeup and the egg on her face. You've been vindicated. And we're expecting more retaliation from the Republicans and the independents, and the Democrats are now supporting Trump. But after all these Democrats, they are going to be crapping in their pants. I mean, it would be nice if we had a New York City boycott and maybe an embargo, so that when Judge Engeron and Moran, or whatever the hell his name is, who convicted Trump, when he's in the toilet and he has no toilet paper left to wipe his ass, he'll get the message that this wasn't such a great idea. And the congestion pricing is actually the Manhattan DA's office fault. So, yes, Alan Bragg's played a role in it. A good portion of it's his fault. But we also had to blame the former Manhattan DA that was there too, Cypress Vance Jr. He was the first one who didn't want to prosecute fare beaters. He started this ball rolling with this nonsense. Well, he wasn't there to get godsmacked. He was long gone. So Alan Bragg got smacked instead. So how does it feel to have one side of your face numbed, Braggs? Doesn't feel good, doesn't it? I'm sure they wiped the smile off your face when you had it last week. You're not smiling now. Let's just hope you don't screw up the Harvey Weinstein case. Yeah. I mean, that's the reason why you have it again, because the same garbage you did with Trump, you did with Harvey Weinstein, and they threw the case back at you because you made stuff in there that didn't belong. The sedacious testimony from people who were not charged in his case. But you put it in there because you're a big fat buffoon. And I know why you went after him again. Because number one, you had some imbecile left your office to write a book. And by the way, he was forced to testify in front of Congress, and all he does is plead the fifth. He pleaded the fifth so many times that D. Martin was going to come out of the debt, out of his debt back, and say, "Yeah, I'll have a fifth, a scotch." I was waiting for that. Maybe not that bad, but comes out of the grave saying that. And of course, most likely they stopped inviting you to parties. And I know people were criticizing me for saying that. I was, oh, that's ridiculous. How is it that people Not inviting him to parties would make him do something like that. Well, recently we just found out that some judges in New York might be hesitant to turn the conviction over in the Trump case because they're afraid they may not be invited to Martha Vineyard. What is more important, real justice or feeding your fat face at Martha Vineyard? And if your answer is Martha Vineyard, you don't belong in the justice system. Okay? You're not giving real justice if you're worrying about feeding your fat face at Martha Vineyard and having a good time over there instead of overturning the conviction of Trump. So, I'm sure the Supreme Court's not worried about Martha Vineyard. And all I can say is, for my fellow co-workers that I used to work with in the subway system, just remember that $15 from the congestion pricing, that was never going to go to you. It was never going to go for your salary. It was not going to go for your benefits. It's not going to go to the pension. It was never meant for you. So you didn't lose out on anything with the loss of congestion pricing, because you still would have gotten stuff from the fare box. That's where you're losing. And ironically, congestion pricing wasn't going to fix all New York City transit problems, because all that money wasn't going to just the New York City Transit. It was going to Metro North, Long Island Railroad, all the other places. I do not agree with the congestion pricing, because I thought that all the money was going to the New York City transit system, the buses and the subway. I don't see why Metro North, Long Island Railroad, and the others have to take advantage. They already got a good portion of the money from the fare box and the tolls, because the formula is not equal. And I know that a lot of people don't like the fact that I said they got Godsmacked, but unfortunately, it's reality. And believe me, I know what it feels like to get Godsmacked, and I don't wish it on anybody, but unfortunately, I didn't wish this on you. You wished it on yourselves. You just didn't know it last week, that this was coming. And by the way, one other thing, that congestion pricing wouldn't have helped people in the Bronx and some other boroughs, because the pollution would have went in your area. So this was not meant to help you. This was meant to screw you. Screw you without the KY jelly, as somebody once said. So, I'm sorry for those folks. If you were cheering for Trump's conviction last week and you're big fans of congestion pricing, yeah, you got smacked too. So this is Alkane saying so long for now. Don't forget your stuff. And I have other videos coming up, with the history of the Manhattan DA and what connection they had with the congestion pricing. All right, take care.